I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Okay, Commissioner Domenick is excused. Commissioner Chermak,
Yes.
Mrs. Sacco,
Present.
Mrs. Gatto,
Here.
Mayor Chelik,
Present.
Mr. Tobin,
Present.
and Mr. Patel.
Present.
Okay.
We lose Commissioner?
Commissioner, are you there?
He's muted.
There he is.
I don't know what happened. Something happened. Sorry about that. I'm sure it was something I did. Okay. Number 3, opportunity for public to address the board on agenda items. Anything?
No, the public had until 9 o'clock this morning to send anything in, but I did not receive anything.
Okay. Okay, presentation of the minutes for approval. I'm sure everybody had a chance to look them over. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second?
I'll second.
On the question. All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, presentation of vouchers. So Ralph, go ahead with that.
Okay, I'll go through them here. The first one there, Lackawanna County Recorder of Deeds for $203.75. The recording of 5 deeds at $40.75 each. Legal services for attorney Joseph Colbasanni from $15.23 to $415.23 of $1,500. Works in EPA for an event sponsorship at $500. And as everyone knows, you know, I did go to the judicial sale on Friday where we purchased 2 properties, and we'll talk about that later in the meeting as far as the resolutions are concerned. But one was at 1830 Price Street for the price of $7,413.08, which was the minimum bid. And the other one was for 610 Hampton Street in Scranton for $5,325.83. Again, that was the minimum bid for that property as well.
Do I have a motion to approve the vouchers?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, second.
I'll second.
On the question. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any bid openings?
No, we don't have any bid openings at this time.
Okay. Number 7, discussion items.
Okay, the first one would be the land bank property disposition update. And again, I'll read everything off for any public that's watching. To date, the land bank has conveyed 274 properties, and that's 9 properties we closed on since the April meeting. In the city of Scranton, we've conveyed 205 properties with 2 properties pending and 1 property to be acted on today's meeting. And West Scranton, 69 properties conveyed, and South Scranton, 50 properties conveyed. North Scranton, 43 properties conveyed. Green Ridge, 21 properties conveyed. East Scranton, 10 properties conveyed. We've conveyed 3 properties to the city, 3 properties to United Neighborhood Community Development Corporation, 5 properties to Scranton Lackawanna Resource Development Corporation, 1 property to Ronald McDonald House, 41 properties in Covington Township, including 1 property that would be acted upon today at today's meeting. In Carbondale City, 15 properties conveyed. Vandling, 1 property. Bell Township, 1. Troop Borough, 1. Scott Township, 4 properties conveyed with 1 property pending. In Thornhurst, 3 properties conveyed. In Jefferson Township, 1 property, and in Dunmore, 2 properties conveyed. Anybody have any questions on that?
Nope. Okay, that's it.
That's it on that.
All right. Next is the blight task force update.
Anything new, Jess?
Just a couple of quick reminders that this summer for a 6-week period, we're going to be hosting a group from AmeriCorps, about 10 full-time AmeriCorps members that are primarily going to be focusing on blighted lots throughout the city of Scranton and throughout the county. So we would put the offer out to different municipalities that may be interested in cleaning up vacant blighted lots in their footprint. We have a crew that will go out and take care of some of that. Obviously, we have a bunch of properties that we've already talked to Ralph about that the land bank owns that we're going to be looking to put on the top of the list for early maintenance. So we're excited about that. We have some manpower that's really going to be focused full time for 6 weeks, just cleaning up lots. So that's coming from the end of June through early August. And the other thing that we wanted to remind the board about was City Pride. So in the city of Scranton, from June 3rd to June 10th, it's going to be a week-long beautification and cleanup event hosted by United Neighborhood Center, Scranton Tomorrow, and NeighborWorks. And so we're, again, focusing on any blighted lots and other spots in the neighborhood that may need some attention. So looking forward to tackling some of that work this summer. And again, we appreciate the support from the land bank to do that.
Great. Okay. Do we have anything from the advisory committee?
Yes, prior to this meeting, I reviewed the properties with the advisory committee on your land bank property discussion sheet. The first one was a property up in Covington Township, E4-221 Equestrian Trail, and we received a property application from Angel and Alicia Hernandez, who want to buy that property and they'd like to use it for recreation, and they sent an offer of $500 for that property. The next one was a side lot property at 337 East Locust Street, where the gentleman, John Savoy III at 335 Locust Street, wants to buy that property next to him as a side lot to extend his yard. And he submitted an offer of $150 for that property. So that's as far as there's only 2 properties that will be going before the board at this meeting for acquisition and then disposition. And the other one is that property that we will also talk about, as far as the resolution is asking permission from the board to sell the property within that 5-year retention period. So I guess if the board discuss that, when that resolution comes up. Okay.
Okay. All right, that's everything there. All right, we'll go to action.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
And the advisory committee was in agreement with that, correct, Jess, with going forward with those properties?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. All right, well, move on. New business resolution number 23-0015, approving the acquisition of additional property from the tax claim office repository list of unsold property.
Okay, and those 2 properties that I just mentioned is first property in Covington Township, E4-225 Equestrian Trail, and another one is at 337 East Locust Street in Scranton.
Okay. Somebody like to make a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
On the question, all in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you. Resolution number 23-016, approving the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the property purchase program.
Okay, and this one is that first property in Covington Township at E4-221 Equestrian Trail, PIN number 22801060001. And that would be, the purchaser is Angel L. and Alicia Hernandez for $500.
Okay. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
In a second.
I'll second.
Okay, on the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 23-017, approving the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the side lot purchase program.
Okay, again, this is one that I talked about earlier at 337 East Locust Street. Parcel pin number 15619010047. The purchaser is John Savoy, who lives adjacent to the property, and the price would be $150.
Okay, would someone like to make a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
In a second,
Second.
on the question, all in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you. Resolution number 23-018, ratifying the agreement with the County Tax Claim Bureau for the submission of a preemptive bid for the purchase of properties at the May 5th, 2023 tax claim judicial sale.
Okay, since the meeting was since the judicial sale was prior to this meeting, as you know, I sent an email out to everyone with the two properties that I was going to the sale to bid on. You know, I work with NeighborWorks, and we narrowed it down to those two properties. The one at let's see, 830 Price Street, and the other one at 610 Hampton Street. And we did have to have an agreement with the Tax Claim Bureau prior to me putting the Trump bid in on those two properties. So this is just an email ratifying the agreement and also allowing me to do those preemptive bids at the judicial sale.
Okay. Somebody like
Does
to
anybody
make a
have any
motion?
questions on? Does anybody have any questions on these, or? Okay.
Nope, I guess that was a very successful sale the other day, so that's good.
Yeah. Yep.
So can I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second.
thank you. On the question, all in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you. Resolution number 23-019, granting permission to sell or convey the property previously acquired from the land bank under the 5-year retention policy after certain conditions are met.
Again, we did receive a letter from Igor and Olga Gorlik about a property that they purchased from the land bank back in the end of 2021, and they now are now requesting permission from the land bank to sell that property due to some circumstances that they did outline in their letter that I did send to the board for review. Now, again, I don't know how the board wants to work on this, but we did, you know, Brenda and I sat down together and we looked at, you know, some of the conditions that we think, and Joe too, we were talking with some of the conditions that should be met. And the resolution would contain those conditions. The seller identifies a prospective purchaser for land bank review and vetting, you know, make sure that, you know, they're up to date on taxes and anything. The same thing we would do if someone were buying it directly from the land bank. And the other is the property is sold at the same price the purchaser paid for the property, plus any approved eligible itemized expenses incurred to date on the property. So again, you know, after we receive those and they're reviewed and approved, then the board would be able to give written permission to sell the property. Again, does anybody have any questions or any further conditions they would want to put on that property, or?
Nobody? I'm certainly okay with it as long as they meet the requirements. Okay, well, if no other questions, can I have a motion to approve the sale? If they follow all our regulations.
I'll make the motion.
In a second,
second,
on the question, anybody? All in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you. Okay, again, for the public to address the board, was there anything? at all?
No, again, the public had till 9 o'clock this morning to send anything in, and I did not receive anything.
Okay, any directors, other business? Well, I appreciate everybody's input. And Jess, I was hoping we could get the program reinstated with the prison with some of those folks. I know some of them like to get out and help with that, but hopefully maybe someday we can get that going and they can help us with some of these properties, but.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. But, in the meantime, we're trying to figure out any other options we can bring to the table.
Sounds good to me. I appreciate
And in addition to that, we do have, I've been in touch with the city DPW director who also has been before NeighborWorks can get their crew out there, they've been attending to some of our properties as well. So as I get people calling, I'll email the DPW director who will get to it when his crew is available to get there. So they're helping out too.
Oh, good. All right. Well, great. Well, I guess that's about it, unless somebody has anything. If not, I'll take a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
In the second.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.